So it's Gordon here with Aaron in the Beansprout shop in Hood River. We left you hanging in the last video talking about the small to-be-named, yet-to-be-named Beansprout model and how all the people at the Reno Uke Festival were picking that up. And I'm just remembering our second Portland Uke Festival. We were just finishing up year one with Maya Moe, and Mike DeSilva had the table next to us, and everybody would go to that table to pick up his smaller than a soprano.
That's right, yeah.
Instrument. And Char and I realized that people are somehow drawn to the small instrument. I think maybe that they just don't believe it's gonna make a great sound or something. And it's when we decided we had to introduce a soprano.
Yeah.
Because people are even if we never sold one, just for people to be fascinated with.
Well, and I think also the soprano is the nostalgic idea of what a ukulele is.
Yes.
Even if most people play tenor, the soprano is, the uber ukulele.
When people call and say, I just want a ukulele, I don't know what one, I want the standard one.
Yeah.
A lot of them mean the soprano.
Yeah.
So
certainly.
Let's, we talked about the acoustic ukuleles, I'll call them the non-banjos in the last one. You want to talk about the banjo ukulele and then your 5-string?
Yeah, and I got started building instruments, building the banjo ukes. So we did a soft launch a year ago of the Beansprout banjo ukes as we overlapped finishing off the Maya Moes. As I go forward, I plan on making a few banjo ukes a month, a few regular ukes a month as kind of a balanced thing. Right now we're doing the banjo ukes with walnut or maple, and we've got pistachio trim everywhere else. The pistachio for the fretboards and everything, that's my version of trying to find a North American replacement for ebony and rosewood. So I get that from California orchards, and it's straight out of the orchard culling process. So as long as folks are eating pistachios and there's enough water in California, it's a sustainable source for me for fretboard wood. So we have soprano and concert banjo ukes, and then we have a little banjo uke that's got 5 strings as well, kind of a mini banjo, which has been a lot more popular than I expected.
But you just said you had soprano and concert banjo ukes?
Forgive me, concert and tenor.
There we go, okay.
You got it, sorry. Concert and tenor. But I also we're making a little tenor scale instrument with 5 strings, which has ended up to be a lot more popular than I expected. I think it is because no one else is doing it.
Yeah.
And it's a really unique thing.
Can we hang on to this just for a second?
Sure.
I'm just looking at it. Is that a pistachio bridge?
Oh, maple and pistachio?
Okay, pistachio on the top.
Yeah, because usually that would have been maple and ebony on a regular banjo, so we put pistachio instead.
And just because it went fast, I'm not sure people in the video saw it, but the work down here on the dowel stick is gorgeous. Also laminated, like the neck, picking up that centerpiece, and then the pistachio around here also really sets off the instrument.
Sure, yeah, and these are wooden block rims, right? So we laminate up chunks of wood and then spin them on a lathe to make them round. And then I don't use metal tone rings in these, it's just all wood rim. And I'm really pleased with how they sound, and they're a great instrument, certainly. So to go along with it, I'm making a few per year of an actual full-size 5-string banjo, and it's a very similar design where the rim is all wood, there's no metal tone ring. And that's kind of rare for big banjos. Most folks like to tinker by adding all these metal tone rings to get different sounds. But this one's maple and pistachio, and you can see like the sapwood and the rootstock and the pistachio here makes for a really unique look. So yeah, I think a couple kinds of banjo uke, a couple kinds of 5 strings. We got our ukes, and we're going to be busy.
Different tuners on this than the...
It's the same brand, but they're larger on these. Yeah, these are the full-size Goto 5-string tuners, and the little guys have the smaller ones.
Yeah. Well, that's beautiful. All right, next video we're going to talk about. You want to talk about wood?
Sure.
Wood next, or do you want to talk about equipment?
Wood is good.
Wood is good. Next video, we're going to show some of Aaron's wood stockpile.